Do you understand English? Do you understand English really good, but when it comes time to speak, you simply can't? You understand it perfectly and you know you can speak, but whenever you try to speak to someone in English, suddenly you can't and you find a massive difficulty. Well, in this video, I am going to show you how to improve your speaking skills and what are 10 ways that will definitely improve your speaking skills. If you're interested in English language content and daily English language content, all you got to do is give me a sub on this YouTube channel and a like and a comment on what should the next video be. So, if you're interested in how to improve your speaking skills, let's go. Well, first things first, you have to think in English. Every single thing you do, you have to think in English. Well, it's hard in the beginning, but with time, it becomes easier. When I was younger, I used to think in English so much that I would dream in English. The thing is, when I used to think in English, there are many, many things that I didn't know how to say them in English because I didn't even know the meaning to that word. It didn't matter. I would just skip that word. Let's just say I'm talking about a holiday, for example, and I want to go to a certain place and I don't know how to say certain words. I would replace those words that I don't know how to say with my own language until I know how do we say that word in English. I would do a simple research on Google or something like that, and I say, for example, how to say this particular thing in English, and I know it. So from now on, I keep filling the blanks. Every single word that I didn't know yesterday, I will know tomorrow. So that's why I always urge you to learn as many words as possible in order for you to be able to think in English. So, first things first would be think in English and learn as many English language words as possible. Number two, I would say speak every day, even if it's not perfect, even if it's you home alone, just speaking to yourself. How would you do that? Imagine yourself in an interview. Ask yourself certain questions. Write those questions down. Ask yourself, what is your dream in life? And answer. You have to speak at least 10 to 15 minutes a day. Ask yourself questions and answer yourself questions. Also, it would help you find out more words. Let's just say you're speaking and you don't know, again, how to say a certain word in English. You do your research, you find what that word is, and now you learn a new word. So, as I said before, filling the blanks, learning words every day. Now you have to speak every day because you know what they say, if you don't use it, you will lose it. So at least 10 to 15 minutes every single day speaking to yourself, to a friend, or probably you join a school and you start doing a lot of communication with a lot of English language students. So that's number two. Number three, you have to shadow native speakers. What I used to do was I would watch, for example, podcasts, like an hour of podcasts, and I would repeat after them. Like, for example, they would say the word literally, and I like that word, so I pause the video and I start saying that word over and over again. Whatever is interesting that they say, for example, what do you mean you don't want to go with me? I just pause and I say it exactly as he did. That's what we call shadowing. I used to watch a lot of stand up comedies, and when Kevin Hart, for example, says, all I want you to do is to help me, man. So I just pause the video and I say it exactly as he did every single day. So that's what we call shadowing. Number four is learn sentences, not just words. Instead of learning words like hungry, go, come, dance, you have to also learn sentences. We have to go. I am hungry. I want to dance with you. Can we go and do something special? Let's take a walk. Something like that. Learning words is very essential to learn English language, but learning sentences is going to help you speak English faster. So, number four is learn sentences, buddy. Number five is reading out loud. It's one of the things that truly improved my English over the years. I read a lot, and now in 2026 we got AI, and it can generate any text for you, whether it's amateur, professional, whatever kind of English speaker you are, it will generate for you exactly what you want. So reading out loud is very, very important. But remember, speaking in a very good accent doesn't matter. Just read the text out loud. What we want here, we want you to speak fluently first, then accent comes later. So reading is very, very important for you. Number six is record yourself speaking. I used to do this about 10 years ago when I bought my first smartphone. I would write down questions, just like I told you before, and I would ask myself those questions and I would record myself like I'm recording right now. So it would create a little bit of pressure on me. It's like I am being watched, even though nobody's watching me. So what I would do is I would record myself speaking in English and answering certain questions. Again, I make a lot of mistakes, but every single mistake I make, I would simply write it down. For example, I'm talking about my dream. And I'm saying, oh yeah, man, my dream is to be this and to be that, and I realized that I pronounced a certain word wrong. That's what I still do to this day. For example, I'm making this video now, and if I pronounce a certain word wrong, I just fix it later. So recording yourself speak would put a little bit of pressure on you, and it kind of teaches you how to handle pressure. So number six, record yourself speaking. Number seven is don't be afraid of making mistakes. Nobody is perfect. You are learning. If anybody is laughing at you for making mistakes, then he is the joke, not you, because you're learning. You're not doing anything wrong. You're learning a language. It's not easy to learn a language. It's a very hard thing to do. So just having the desire and the will to learn a particular language is just awesome. And you should never be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are a part of the journey. Every single time you make a mistake, I know you cringe, you hate it, you this, you that, but it happens. I make mistakes all the time. I pronounce certain words wrong all the time. But it is what it is. We all make mistakes, and if somebody corrects me, I don't take it personal. Like, oh man, yeah, no, man, you shouldn't correct me at all. Nah, it's fine, bro. If I make a mistake, it's fine. So, number seven, never be afraid to make mistakes. Go ahead and make mistakes for me, for the sake of me. Make mistakes. Number eight is use new words immediately. Like whenever you learn a new word, you have to put it in a context or in a sentence and you have to learn that word. Let's just say today I learned the word, I don't know, spoon. Just go ahead and put it in a sentence like I'm eating my food using a spoon. I know it's a terrible example, but it just popped right on my head. What can I do? Well, every single time you learn a new word, doesn't matter what that word is, you have to keep using it. Every single day. You got to use that word. Well, first of all, you have to learn how to pronounce that word perfectly and keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. And then you have to put it in a context, in a sentence, so that word can never leave your mind. What I used to do whenever I learned a new word, I would write it down. Just write it down and then keep using that word every single day. I don't want any word to go away. For example, if you're watching this video now and you learned a new word or heard a new word, write it down and use it tomorrow. Number nine is speak with real people. I don't know, man. Join live streams, join a school, just do something. Go to university where English language students study and go ahead and meet people. And you know what I used to do? Me and my friends, we used to play video games, and we would only speak in English. You know, we give each other instructions in English. Of course, we would make mistakes. For example, instead of saying feet, you would say feets, or instead of saying chose, you would say choosed, something like that. You know, it happens. But as I said before, mistakes teaches you more than anything else in the world. So you have to speak to real people. I always urge people to join an English language school because you have to. You got to meet people who are at the same level of you, people who have the same ambition as you to learn the language. So you got to speak to real people, man. What are you going to do? If you want to speak to me, why not? Let's do that. And last but not least, you have to build a speaking routine. For example, 10 minutes listening, 10 minutes reading, 10 minutes speaking, 10 minutes shadowing, 10 minutes speaking to a real person, 10 minutes writing. So it has to be, embedded within your lifestyle. It has to be something that you do every single day. You do 10 minutes of this, 10 minutes of that. Every single day, you will learn as fast as you won't even believe. Also, you have to be a little bit patient. Like, learning takes time. I know a lot of people watching this video, they can understand what I'm saying and they know they can speak, but they're just too shy. So that's why I just told you 10 ways you have to do. I mean, you can do all these 10 things, or you can do just two or three of them. Either way, it works. So if you're interested in English language content, all you have to do is give me a sub on my YouTube channel and a like and a comment also to what the next video should be. And also join me on Instagram and on TikTok for daily educational and funny English language videos. All I wish you is a great, great luck when it comes to learning English. I want you to know that it is the easiest language in the world. It's not so hard to learn. All you have to do is be patient, don't be afraid to make mistakes, and whatever I just said, 10 different things I just said. I forgot a lot of things I just said. Anyways, don't forget to keep learning, never stop, never give up. One day you will achieve exactly what you dream of. I will definitely see you in the next video. If you like this video, give me a like. If you like it, share it with a friend. And thank you very much.